Number 5, letter H of Deped Order number 22, series of 2024, localized granular suspension states that in case there is no automatic suspension of classes and in the absence of a declaration from the LGU, the school heads or the district or division ALS coordinator may suspend classes and work in the cases listed below, provided that there is the necessary coordination with the LCE or local chief executive and SDS, and when applicable, schools will shift to modular distance learning, performance tasks, projects, or makeup classes based on the LSCP to ensure that learning competencies are met. Hi everybody! In this video, I'll be sharing with you the guidelines of implementing classes suspension in extreme heat condition. Lalo-lalo na po ngayon, we are already in March and summer had already started. Napakainit na po talaga ng panahon and this will last until the end of May. However, we are still having our classes and this is actually a very dangerous situation not only to the employees but also for our learners and students. So napaka-importante po talaga na we will have like precautions and we will be very extra careful sa mga panahong ito. So let's discuss. On December 23, 2024, the Department of Education issued Deped Order number 22, series of 2024, which is the revised guidelines on class and work suspension in schools during disasters and emergencies. The letter E of number 5, found in page 4 of the said order, states that during extreme heat condition, there will be no automatic suspension of classes due to extreme heat conditions. However, in case of unbearable heat, the LCE or the local chief executive may still exercise its authority to facilitate localized class suspension based on the situation in their localities. So, ibig sabihin po, may rights po yung local mayors na mag-class suspension, na mag-declare ng class suspension. And the SDS or the Schools Division Superintendent shall coordinate with the LGUs for localized school suspensions, provided that schools will shift to modular distance learning, performance tasks, projects, or makeup classes to ensure that learning competencies are met. So in case po na nag-declare ng class suspension, dapat po we will shift to modular distance learning at bibigyan po ang mga estudyante or ang mga learners ng projects and performance tasks or makeup classes to meet the competencies pa rin. Ayon po sa isang article na na-release ng Raptor.com, nagpadala po ng mensahe si Secretary Sonny Angara na nagsasaad na ang Department of Education has reminded schools to implement Department Order number 22, which outlines guidelines for class suspension during disasters and emergencies. So it has been specified in this message that under the department order issued in December 2024, there is no automatic class suspension due to extreme heat. Instead, LGUs can suspend classes for their areas, provided that schools will shift to modular distance learning, performance tasks, projects, or makeup classes. It was also indicated in the article that the Department of Education advised schools to switch to distance learning when the heat index reaches 42 degrees Celsius or higher. The Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration said dangerous heat index levels ranging from 42 degrees Celsius to 51 degrees Celsius are expected in various parts of the country in the coming weeks. Nakasa din po sa news article na napublish ng Rappler na if there is no declaration from the local government unit or LGU, the DepEd's policy allows school heads to suspend in-person classes if excessive heat poses health risks to students and teachers. So ibig sabihin po, ibig sabihin po nito, kahit walang deklarasyon mula sa local government unit, ang mga school heads or mga school principals ay may authority na magsuspinde ng in-person classes kapag ang sobrang init ay nakaka-affect or nakaka-harm na ng mga students at teachers. Mababasa din po natin ito sa number 5, letter H, localized or granular suspensions of the Department Order number 22 series of 2024. Nakasaad po dito na in case there is no automatic suspension of classes and in the absence of a declaration from the LGU, the school heads or the district or division all coordinator may suspend classes and work in the cases listed below. So nakasaad po dito sa baba kung kailan pwedeng magsuspinde ng klase ang mga school heads at district or division ALS coordinator kapag walang deklarasyon galing sa LGU. Unang-una, we have in case of torrential rain, flooding, and risk of landslides and storm surges. Pangalawa, in case of localized and specific flooding in the area of the school premises, or when flooding affects a large part of the student and personal population of the school. Pangatlo, in case of earthquakes, at any intensity if their assessment, the buildings and other structures within their facilities are deemed to be in danger or of collapsing or are found to have major damage, the school head shall request from competent authorities like DPWH, local building officials, division engineers, and other competent professionals to assess the school buildings before allowing students and personnel to return. Fourth, in case power outages or interruption lasts more than half of school day, making classrooms uncomfortable or unsafe for students and teachers. At eto na, number 5, in case the temperature in classrooms or learning spaces is not conducive to learning and affects the health and safety of the learners and teachers. Number 6, in case the air quality or VOG levels in the area are poor and could harm students' health or hinder learning. And lastly, in case other calamities, emergencies, and hazards not enumerated above threaten the safety of students and school personnel. So, these are the scenarios wherein the school heads or school principals can suspend classes in the absence of the declaration from the local government unit.